Well, hello, good afternoon. This is 3 Points in a Poem. I'm Jeff Miller, your friend that likes every week to write a little bit about what's going on in the world of religious communication. It's my last week on our holiday break here. I'm looking forward to getting back in the classroom next week. But this week, three stories about some important things going on in the world of religious communication. Well, let's start with the fact that the largest religious event in the world is going on right now, the Hindu observation of Maha Kumbh, and I sure hope I am pronouncing that correctly. This week, a group of people larger than the total population of the United States will go to the confluence of India and Hinduism's three most sacred rivers to wash in the hopes of experiencing rejuvenation, rebirth, cleanliness. I know little about the festival itself. Do read up a little bit about it. I don't think something becomes the most attended religious observance in the world without having a great deal of significance to a great many people of the world. This is an ultimate dog bites man story, but we have a story about uh, invocation of the book of Genesis for political reasons in Washington, D.C. Um, you'll definitely, if you care about the use of religious language in politics, you'll definitely want to check that out. And then finally, oh, and there's my cat with a cameo appearance in this video. Then, of course, we have the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr., certainly indisputably as influential and important a religious communicator in the history of the United States this week. You know what? If you want to skip reading this week and instead read or reread Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from Birmingham jail, that is undoubtedly a better use of your time than writing whatever or reading whatever I've written here for you. And a quick poem from Brian Bilson, a hilarious poet here. Let me read it for you. This is Poem Revised Draft by Brian Bilson. I had to write this poem again. I left the first draft on a train, and now it doesn't look the same. The original was a paean to love, to truth, to beauty. It soared above the everyday and all that stuff. It would have healed lovers' rifts, stilled the sand on which time shifts, and dropped the world before it drifts. Further into quagmired crisis, ended famine, toppled ISIS, employed ingenious literary devices. I tried my hardest to recall its words and rhymes, the rise and fall of the carefully cadenced crawl through the English language, but it caused me pain and anguish, for there was little I could salvage. It certainly didn't end with a line like this. I love that poem so much because it's so reflective. As somebody who tries to write once in a while, you have these dreams of what your writing will accomplish. In our brains, it just seems so brilliant. And then when you put words to paper, it just never quite seems as brilliant, does it? I feel you, Mr. Bilston. Um, what a wonderful poem you've created. And that's 3 points in a poem for January 15th, 2025. Take care of each other out there. It's January and February, I think the hardest months of the year. Take care. Thanks so much for reading or watching, and thanks so much for the good you bring into the world. Thank you, Anya, my cat, for being a part of this video.